Right there, idle.
Push the right there on the left.
Left.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, push play.
Okay. Oh, that idle.
Billy idol.
Then now you're on the website. Okay.
Hey. Okay. So that's playing. Hold on. Listen. Good looking. I meant to show you something about that too. Hold on, I can't hear nothing. Oh man, there we go. My bad, y'all. We gonna make it happen. We gonna make it happen. So Will is giving me something else to do, y'all.
Wow, what's that?
I gotta direct, cause normally, you know, the iPad is on his side, and since we normally record from,
Here we go.
From we broadcast go live from my page.
Oh, okay.
Because you know he doesn't believe in social media, so
You got a podcast, but you don't do social media.
oh my gosh!
Nah, not that I don't do it. I'm just not active enough.
When's the last time you made a post?
What year is it? Nah, I be posting it on the actual P4AP page though. I ain't gonna lie. Probably my last like 4 have been on.
All right, that's enough. All right, we gotta get going. Right. What's good, y'all? Apologize for not just tardiness, because you know started making a thing. We are here again. Yours truly, DJ Knots. Another dynamic episode of Pause for Applause. It's finally here. Great Tuesday, great summer, great heat. I am here alongside my partner in crime, the one and only.
It's Will, y'all. Will the Thrill, professional shit talk extraordinaire, love of the people, the culture, and everything about it. Yerrrrr. What up, though?
What up, man?
Chilling, blood.
How you feeling?
Chilling, bro. How you?
Chill, black. You know what I just realized? I was gonna do this. Well, actually, I'm still gonna do it.
So don't give it away then.
Nah,
somebody's stealing that shit.
Nah, there's 2 camera angles, so they already know we got a cast.
Go ahead, man. I'm not even gonna interrupt your introduction this time either.
You sure?
Yeah.
Well, now, see, maybe draw a blank. Anyway, you know what else we gotta talk about?
What's that?
Remind me about Summer Jam. Anyway, we have a very special guest here this week. If you guys know, if you watch the show, if you're a regular listener, avid watcher, you know when we have a guest, it's always someone who has a certain perspective, a certain level of expertise that we want the people to hear and share with our audience. Because I'm already a fan of this brother, have been for a while. First met, what was that, 2001 or something like that?
It's been somewhere around
It's
there.
somewhere around
been a long
there.
time. It's been, yeah, we going on a dub.
Yeah, it gotta be.
It's going on a dub.
Gotta be.
Since we very first met, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. Let me finish.
Yeah.
So when we first met that while ago, he was in a role of artist and I was in the role of DJ. Well, since then, this brother has graduated to entrepreneur, mini mogul, business owner, producer, station owner, award-winning host. Y'all make some noise for the good brother Blizm. Make some noise for Blizm, y'all.
What's happening?
What up?
I'm definitely happy to be here, man. Like I love to talk, but I like to be on this side now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's exhausting sometimes and daunting to be on the side you guys are on because I do it so much. I've done it so much. So now I'm starting to really just relish this role over here in this seat. You know what I'm saying? I like every chance I get. So I'm happy to be here. Yeah.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. Well, let's get this. Let's get to this good point. I'm going to stop stuttering today. My bad, y'all. Tell people a little bit about yourself, and I want to kind of. Well, you know what? Just go.
Well, I'll tell you just real quick in 60 seconds or less what brings me here. Like you said, I started out as an artist. My name is Blizm, and if you Google Blizm, you'll find music stuff, but you'll find stuff about K100 Radio, which is the brand that I'm rocking, which is the brand that I represent. K100 Radio was an online broadcast that I started, about 12 years ago. Before podcasting was cool. You know what I'm saying? Before everybody thought podcasting was cool, we was podcasting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we were like way ahead of the time. You know what I'm saying? We were using Blog Talk Radio and stuff like that.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you know what I mean?
Everybody's on Blog Talk.
Right, you know what I'm saying? So like we started during that era, before it was really fun and cool for celebrities to be broadcasted and everything. But I came into the game and into the music industry and the entertainment industry, of course, as an artist. And then I became a producer just by default, you know what I'm saying? Because I got tired of paying producers for beats all the time. And then I had a roommate who knew how to use an MPC. He taught me. So then I graduated to that. And then I took myself back to school because I really wanted to immerse myself in the culture. And I went to school to learn audio engineering and media production.
That's right.
And so that's kind of sort of where my background, years later, when I was able to jump into the media side and start K100 Radio, that was my my leg up. Like, you know, a lot of people that start broadcasts and podcasts and stuff, they're people who like to talk. They're personalities, you know what I'm saying? They're DJs, whatever, but they don't necessarily have the technical acumen to actually go in there, you know what I'm saying? They're fumbling. They don't actually know how to run the gear, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, my advantage was always that I knew how to run the gear through and through. I was an engineer. I worked in, you know, a lot of studios, did sessions with a lot of, you know, known people when I was just a session engineer. But I took all that skill, you know what I'm saying, and put it all into what I needed to learn about the media broadcasting side. And so our rise to fame really with K100 Radio was the way we did things technically, the way we were able to, we were probably the first person that you saw in clubs, on scene, live interviewing people that wasn't a big name. It was probably us. You know what I'm saying? When you seen us at events, whether it be South by Southwest or whether it be A3C or whether it be just the club over
Bar
at the Bar Exam over there on the South Side, you know what I'm saying? On Old Nat, we came outside. Like, it was other people that were doing podcasts and other people that were doing, you know, internet radio at the time, but they were all like in their mama's basement, or they were like in an office somewhere. They you didn't know they existed.
Right.
Well, we brung the grind outside, and just basically I used my technical acumen to be able to build a setup to where it was really able to be mobile and fluid. Yeah. So because nobody even knew internet radio first of all existed, nobody knew podcast. It wasn't cool yet.
Right.
So you know what I'm saying. So there was nobody interviewing independent artists. Definitely. Right. You know what I'm saying. Like, if you had to like know somebody at a newspaper publication, know somebody at a station, but we came to them. You know what I'm saying? We did the opposite of making everybody come to us, we picked up, what's popping? Where's the event?
Yep.
Pull up, set up, pull the banners up, set the grip, boom, boom, let's go, let's talk right
and
now.
It sounded good.
Yeah, and it sounded good. You feel what I'm saying? And so that's kind of how I got the claim to fame. That's what claim to fame, and that's what made K100 Radio stand out. You know what I'm saying? You know, amongst other people that was doing it.
You know what else makes K100 stand out still?
What's that?
Ill or Kill.
Yes. The online music reviews, which is also something that everybody thinks is fun to do now. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That we did way before everybody else was doing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I laughed when Shaq started an online review. I was like,
did
okay,
he?
Yeah. I officially felt bit after that one. You know what I'm saying? I was like, okay, it's cool and you guys bought it, but now Shaq's doing an online music review. I know, okay, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
The line needs to be drawn.
Right. You know
I was trying to tell him, like, yo, Shaq just be bored.
Got everything.
Right. But the fact that he even thought to even do it, you know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, we were on to something way ahead of our time. You know what I'm saying? You know, 12 years ago when we were doing music reviews. And I wasn't even the first one to do it. Shout out to my guy Game Hunter from New York, actually. You know what I'm saying? That was what gave me the idea to actually start Ill or Kill was his show.
Okay.
Make It Mondays. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And Ill or Kill is kind of like basically where I got the idea to do it. But, you know, I just kind of put my own twist on it. You feel me? It was a little different from his. You know what I'm saying? But actually, he was the first person that I actually saw on the internet doing a music review. Right. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to my guy Game Hunter. I never take that from him.
I like that respect. Yeah, you don't get a lot of that in the streets these days, especially on these internet podcasts and between other DJs. Nobody want to give credit and think, well, I shouldn't say nobody, but we need more of it. I'll put it that way. Yeah. So a lot of times me and Blizm, just like me and Will, we had these great conversations in other places about so much stuff. And, you know, Blizm and Will, it, just like me, we're real passionate about the culture. And I wanted to have you on to talk about some of the things that we be talking about on Facebook and on other sites as well. And one of them we had an interesting discussion about last week when Rolling Stones put out their top 200 hip hop albums of all time. And if y'all watched last week, we got into it. Yeah. It got pretty heated. So we said we're going to focus on doing our own top 5 greatest hip hop albums of all time. So I'm gonna put all the pressure on Will. Let him go first.
Fucking put the pressure on me.
I mean, because that's like that's. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
You got it.
Because you about to say the same thing. Yo, to concentrate fucking this many years of hip hop into 5 albums. This man, I'm sitting there going through albums. I'm sorry. All right, I say, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna start with my favorite artists. Right. I'm gonna go through theirs, and that'll help me get to my 5. It did not help.
No. I found though that it was much easier to. Here's how I had to wrap my brain around it. I had to go by region and pull top of that region. I did my brain. I was like, okay, I got to go by region first and go by style, and then you have to get those and then break and get those. Your favorite trap album, your favorite boom bap. You feel me? Your favorite artists from your favorite Southern album, your favorite, East Coast, your favorite West Coast. You have to do all that culling first before you can even have the conversation about the top 5. Because here, I'll say this about the list. The list was trash, just personally. You know what I'm saying? But here's the thing. Because, no, seriously, like if out of 200 albums, it's not that they didn't have some good albums on. They had some classics on there.
Right.
200, you can only miss so many darts.
Right.
But it was the order, and it was like some of the stuff was like, are you kidding me? You know what I'm saying? And you have to be careful when you talk about lists, because then you have to weigh the waters of haterism. Like, you a hater? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I am a hater.
You know what I'm saying? Like 200 all the hip hop albums in the world, and City Girl makes your top 200. We got
City Girl was on this.
City Girls was on it. The City Girls. The City Girls. That's why I stopped.
Yeah, respect.
I stopped right there. Once I saw a City Girls album, I was done. I just basically was like, I'm done here. That was like a 180. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
They have no business on that list at all whatsoever. So
Whatever's
once I seen their name on it, I'm like, bro, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, listen, fam. At that point, I already knew what I was getting into from when I kept scrolling. I was just gonna get madder and madder and madder. You know what I'm saying? So
see, I didn't even get into the whole 200. I seen the top 50, and I was like, I gotta chill.
Yeah, I'm just saying, I
gotta chill.
When I say to you, the City Girls, a City Girls album is on your top whatever list.
Yeah, not 200.
200?
Not 200.
Come on, fam. Like 200. There's no 8 Ball and MJG on there. I'm from the South. Yeah. So explain that to me. Explain how City Girls make that list, but 8 Ball and MJG don't. Are you kidding me? So the list is trash. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like the list is trash.
After you just gotta throw the whole thing away.
Yeah. So at that point right there, I'm done. It doesn't matter if you got
anything else right.
It doesn't matter if you agree with Biggie's being Biggie. Yeah. And first of all, that ain't even Life After Death is better than
That's a fact.
Ready to Die.
That's a fact.
Like sonically, everything, Biggie's flow, everything.
Any way you cut
it. If they said Life After Death is the top album, you can make a valid argument. You feel what I'm saying? But you didn't even put the man's best album.
They had
first.
some. That was my thing when I see a lot of albums that was on it like that.
I'm like, yo, are you kidding me? Cardi B in the top 20? Stop playing with me, fam. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop playing with me. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, not top 20.
Top 20 of all hip hop albums of all time. Cardi B. We're not gonna play these games, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I was like, done. But then, like I said, and I don't want to direct your show because I tend to do that when I do this seat. But I'm just saying, like, it all started with who gave them the authority to be an authority on hip hop.
That's where we were going. You're right.
What I'm saying?
You are correct.
Do you think they did it off of numbers?
Hell no. They did it for this reason right here. The spark conversation.
Yeah.
People purposely make fucked up lists because they know that outrage is what's gonna get it going.
Right.
And that shit was right and valid.
Right.
That's pretty good, right? You know what I mean? Like they put wild shit on it and be like, nigga, yeah, right. You know what I mean? Like don't be pointing out the Biggie album not being his best project.
Right.
That's a valid opinion to me, and I think a lot of people feel like that way. Them putting Stank On You as the Outkast album.
Right.
That's not their best album.
It's not.
Sorry. Like it's
not even close. Yo, Stank On You was better than the Aquemini? Stop playing with me.
Don't do it.
Not even
don't
better than Southern Playalistic? Stop playing with me. Southern Playalistic was the groundbreaking album. Yeah. Was the album that is not sonically Aqueminized is just sonically, lyrically is their best project. Yeah. But what it meant for the culture of hip hop, it's not even close to Southern Playalistic because they literally gave the South something to say. Like that changed everything. That made people believe that cats in the South really got bars.
That's real.
That changed everything. Yep. You feel what I'm saying? Yep. So, I mean, like, come on, fam.
It definitely made us pay attention. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. Right. So let me tell y'all real quick how I approach this. Because both y'all making great points. But I look at it as if our next group of aliens come to Earth and they say, what is hip hop?
The next group.
Because you know we got some here already. Let's not even stop playing. Yeah. What is hip hop? These are the albums I'm going to give them to represent that.
I can't give you 5 though.
No?
God, I ain't gonna lie.
Because I think that would make it easier.
NBA Youngboy fans don't give a fuck about hip hop.
You see that face? Of course he did.
But here's the thing with a list. Like when you do a top 200, that people like NBA Youngboy, you can find a place for them.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? You take because of the now, and because hip hop is still alive, you have to put this next generation in.
Yeah,
you feel me? It's not that. You know what I'm saying? Some of those artists, the newer artists, don't belong there.
Yeah.
And when we say newer, whatever style.
What do you consider newer?
NBA
Young Boy?
Yeah,
Okay.
that generation.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
They've got some music that's all things. It doesn't
got
matter how
valid
you
stuff
feel.
in.
They've got some stuff that's dope
That's
to their peers.
Right.
So you got to include them, but you got to make the list 200 strong.
Yeah.
You gotta
In
make
order
it
to
real.
include all of it.
Yeah.
Like, you know
what
what I
I'm
always say? I was like, yo, like, I even when I sat there and thought about it, I was like, the Migos are legends.
to a lot of people.
They just like they are like if you grew up in that era of hip hop,
Right.
Like they went crazy. They got 60 hits.
If you want to, if you want to do a top 200 of hip hop of all time,
They gotta
time
be
is
on
still
it.
going. You have to put the Migos on there. But what you don't have to fucking put on there is City Girls. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me, I'm
That
sorry.
really bothers him.
I mean, and it's not. I'm just not, listen, bro. Like that's just where I checked out. You know what I'm saying? Like that was the one.
It's so funny because like, I listened to that City Girls project, and it's
Yo.
not terrible, but it's not a top 200.
Come on, fam.
Nah, I can't do that for.
You know what I mean?
And I was like, something, this ain't for me, but I can see how this shit could be alright. This is alright.
yeah,
But it's not for me. And that's the other thing I was saying about doing a list is like it's so regional and like age-y. Like it's gonna my era of hip hop where I grew up in, I'm gonna hold in a different light than I would now.
Of course.
Just like somebody who's new now, like I said,
Right.
to them, like Migos is fucking like,
Right.
nah, they invented this shit. Like they you know what I mean? Like, but I can get it. If you fucking 23 years old, like yeah.
you could do it. You at this point. Here's the thing. At this point, it makes more sense to just break lists down into into decades.
That's
not
how I
bad.
You
feel.
feel what I'm saying?
not
Like,
bad.
in order to just be fair about
Yeah.
all of it, you just need to break hip hop down into the decades, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because again, and this is what makes this is what makes the genre different from rock and roll and all the other genres, even R&B. It's the one genre music that cranks out music at such a high level because, and I'm an artist, so I'm not saying this in a bad way. It's just simpler to craft than it is to craft because you don't need a band, you don't need to sing, you don't need to hit the notes. You know, it's easier to craft a hip hop record for the most part, right?
Right.
So there's more of it out there.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? You don't need a full on band, you don't need instrumentation. You know what I mean? Especially when you got drums, then you start putting. Then
Synthesizers
they brought out Fruity Loops. The more easier
over
it got to create production,
So
the easier it got to create the songs. You
Right.
feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So ergo, there's more of it out, right? So it's just completely unfair to us. We always they're just unfair stuff, and they keep trying to make us put us into things with other genres. Like, yeah, it's unfair that our lyrics are literally held like verbatim and being able to being used in court.
Right.
Like they've never used a rock and roll's artist music in court. You know what I'm saying?
You know when they would?
You know.
Let more black rock and roll bands
Right,
down.
you know what I'm saying?
That's
So,
what it's gonna be.
You know, it's like with hip hop, we just got all these extra add-ons that's just completely unfair to the genre and to the creators. You know
to
what I'm
judging
saying?
it.
Yeah.
All right, so let's shorten it then. And using my scenario,
Right.
if you had New Aliens, what one album would you give them to say, hey, this represents hip hop? And you would feel comfortable saying that. I want from 5 to 1.
It represents all hip hop.
What you would want them to understand about hip hop. If they had never heard a hip hop song in their life or existence. Since we're talking aliens.
Here's the thing. I'm gonna give you this album, and I'm gonna say it because of the artist that it is.
Okay.
I'll give them All Eyes on Me. Right.
Good choice.
The reason why I give them All Eyes on Me, you feel me, is because of the artist. Because at that point, you're going to give them an artist who talks politics, social justice, relationships,
Gangster
shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Yep.
You're going to give them a guy that's going to run the gambit.
He's gonna
Yep.
cover the
Right,
spectrum.
you feel what I'm saying?
that's a good choice.
Pop is going to cover the spectrum,
Yeah.
and then the production is going to be great. Then the engineering is going to be sonically where it is. You feel what I'm saying?
look who's
Then you're going to
touched,
have,
yep.
and then you're going to understand what it's like to collaborate because you got all these great features.
Oh, yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? And so
Yeah.
if I gotta just give you one,
Yeah.
here, this is hip hop. You feel what I'm saying?
I ain't mad at
it's,
that.
it's not too over your head with the flow, but it's not too stupid either. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? It's
right,
right
right.
there. It's
The samples are in
everything.
there.
You feel what I'm saying?
That's a good choice.
That's because I'm just giving them that because of the way you posed the
Yeah,
question.
that was in my top 5.
Yeah.
It was?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because when I went back and looked at the top 50, I was like, "What the fuck is Pac at?"
Right.
Oh, he's not in the top 50?
Listen.
Like he's not in the top 20. I was like, "What the fuck is Pac at on this list?"
They put Cardi B over All Eyes on Me.
That's crazy.
Like why would we listen
Ashamed
to
of
why
yourself.
the fuck would we listen to these people, bro?
Right.
You know what I'm
It's
saying?
validated immediately.
Yeah.
Bunch of white people and Asians. Like
Yeah,
seriously.
bro.
But it was one black guy.
I told you. You know,
I saw,
Oh,
did you see the people?
No.
I missed that.
One
No, you know what?
I
I
think
think
a bunch
I-
of white people and
and
one black guy.
Yeah,
And some Asian chicks.
Because Meek had issue with it too.
Right.
Yeah, I saw that. I did see that.
Yeah. That's who representing hip hop. Yeah. Good. And you know why? That's why your list looks like that. Trash.
That's why nobody read that shit.
Right. Exactly.
Oh.
When they had when they had Yeezus on there, I was like, y'all taking this from a while. That's like that's the worst Ye album is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just one of those things where they just doing it because he's
Yeah, like you trying to piss people off.
Right.
Yeah, that's it. You just trying to prod at people. Don't do that shit.
You know what? I didn't even think about that, but now that you say it,
Jesus.
when you said that, I'm like, you know what? That's probably the whole point.
Yeah,
They probably
that's
made
it.
it so trash. They just
Like,
wanted to
fuck
get
it.
the likes.
Yeah.
That's it.
Because the likes
I'm
and
a-
shares rule the world.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make
That's
them
it.
talk about this shit.
Yeah.
Like-
Or not, you know what? Not even get the likes, just get the interactions.
That's
it.
It doesn't matter if you thumb it down
That's
or
it,
whatever.
man.
As
That's
long
it.
as you're talking
As
about
long
it.
as
People
talking about it,
on
that's it.
Rolling Stone, Kurt, you motherfuckers.
I think you're on that.
It's going crazy.
I think you're on
Yeah.
something. Yeah.
That-
Because
that's all I was
you know
for.
what? You're right, because I hadn't talked about Rolling Stone in years.
At all, ever. I
You know
forgot
what I'm
that
saying?
The
existed.
first time I ever talked about Rolling Stone in years was
That's it.
because of that
dumbass
trash
thing,
ass
but-
list.
So who do
So
you
they
think?
got me. They got me.
They got us.
Yeah,
You
they
know what
got
I'm saying?
Oh, it ain't just you. It ain't just you. We all on it.
They got me.
So what publication or what body or company or entity
Jesus.
you think we should really allow or pay attention to put an accurate list together? Because I got mad at somebody, not mad. I was saying because OK Player reposted Rolling Stone's list, and I was talking to someone. I was like, "Yo, why didn't OK Player just do their own list?"
Which just sounds crazy because like you'll get like radio stations and like
Will Hastings answer my question.
no because I'm thinking about it based off what you said. Like you'll get them to like to curate playlists.
Right.
Like why don't you use those same people? Like they curate this stuff for like Tidal and Spotify. Like
Right.
why do y'all don't get them to do this hip hop list? Why they don't go to like we got a million legendary DJs in hip hop.
Right.
Like why not go with them? Like hey I did the top. I did top 5 whatever DJs. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like the legends of it. You know what I
CJ,
mean?
what up?
Like all right, so cool. I gave them this. I gave them the 80s to the late 90s, and I
Right.
gave this new era of legendary DJs that are upcoming from 2000 and right now, and this is what we came up with.
Right. And then they all got together after they made their decisions
started
about
weeding
their
out.
eras, and then we mapped it out at that point.
Didn't MTV do something like that? Didn't it used to have a round table or something like that?
I mean, MTV used to stand for Music TV. We don't know what the fuck it is now, so I don't even know.
16 to
You know what I'm saying?
I haven't watched MTV in years.
know
I
that
really
shit-
haven't.
I don't know.
Shit got
But you know,
hard.
to answer your question, Knots, I guess, you know, when you're talking about publications, you know what I'm saying? That's gonna even that is gonna be controversial, like because you're gonna be like, who made you the authority? But I mean,
Yeah.
if we talk about just dope stuff that when they write is dope,
Yeah.
I mean, you got two dope boys, you got OK Players and stuff like that. Like people are gonna respect those lists. You feel what I'm saying? If they make lists, DJ Booth or whatever, you know what I'm
Even
saying?
DJ Booth,
you know
yeah.
what I mean? If they make a list, at least at that particular point, you feel like the people that's actually saying it have the right
To
to
actually talk
say
about
to
what they
talk
saying.
about what they're talking about.
They interact with hip hop.
Yeah.
365.
Yeah.
Instead of 1 hour a day
Right.
or 1 hour a week
Right.
at your check-in meeting.
Let me see your credentials.
They don't even.
That's
They don't
what I'm
even.
saying.
Yeah, those people. I just looked at. I mean, people can say that's racist or whatever. I understand that white people are. First of all, white people are the biggest purchasers of hip hop in history. Right? But they bought the most music than anybody. Let's start right there.
We bootleg the most.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. But
You know
but-
why? Slavery.
Right.
We're not going to go here.
Okay, we only got 1 hour. Though.
Holy
We only got 1 hour because I'll go down to reparations.
I know.
You know, so we can't do it now. We can't do it.
We'll say that for another show.
I know, yeah,
All right.
but you know, but when you say okay, you know, the culture, we understand that white people are a part of the culture per se. You feel what I'm saying? By the way, Marshall Mathers wasn't even in the top 20.
No Eminem albums.
Exactly.
As it should.
That's surprising.
That's what I'm trying to tell you, fam. Like, come on. I mean, I'm going. You got me advocating for Eminem. At this point. You feel what I'm saying? Like, are you Eminem? But Cardi B's better than Eminem. Stop. Anyway, but back to the point.
Man.
You feel what I'm saying? Like the list. That's how ridiculous. The more you talk, the more ridiculous the list gets.
Oh, my
You know what I'm saying? But like about who can represent the culture like that.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just like, oh man, you know, it's gonna always be a problem but at least just have some credibility behind you when you do it. You feel what I'm saying? That's all.
It's definitely the messenger.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a big issue we got.
Yeah, it's the messenger. Like it's got to come from a valid source,
right?
Like it's that has to be the source. Like I don't want to hear it from nobody else. Like it got to come from like that type of place.
Yeah.
Like I said, like and once they did that, like I said, I went down the list. When I had to ask who this person was, I was like, yo, nah, I'm not trying to be funny. Like, who is this person?
Right. There was a couple people on there that I knew them, but there's no way the average person knows. And okay.
I'm a junkie, and I was like, yeah, who is that?
There have been, because like for instance, the Little Brother album. I agree with Little Brother. That Little Brother album that they got on there.
Minstrel Show?
Yes.
Oh, they got Minstrel Show on there. Oh,
well, no, I don't even know it was Minstrel Show.
Let me check.
But the fact that a lot of people don't know about, a lot of people don't know about Little Brother and how dope they was. I get those kind of albums making it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I get that. I get a hip hop person that really does that. Understands that that's like, one of the great. That was a great album. It just wasn't a block. You know, it wasn't commercial, but it was great. It wasn't a commercial success. It was
cutting edge. It was nuts, bro.
Right.
Like,
but again, they do that and then they just ruin it by putting Cardi B in the top 16. You know what I'm saying? And they put City Girls on there. It's like, what are you people doing?
How long
you know what I'm saying?
How long have you been female rap?
City Girls, man. I mean, come on. JT and Lil Miami bad. You know what I'm saying? Shout out, hey.
You see why I love talking to Blizm all the time? You see what I'm saying?
This ain't about women. Because Rhapsody on there and Rhapsody deserve to be on there.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? And listen, Hardcore by Lil Kim deserves to be on there. Yeah. That's one of the top hip hop female albums of all time.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? The one from Queen Latifah's, the one with Ladies First, that album deserves to be on there. The one with Eve, the really dope
Evolution?
one. You could put Il Nana on there.
Scorpion? What was the name of her?
Damn it. I'm so bad, man.
Foxy Brown's Il Nana was one of the best hip hop albums of its era.
Yeah,
male or female.
Yeah.
Right? You could put those albums on there.
Yeah.
But City Girls?
Hey, I like
You really just
City Girls got it.
Because that's the one when I saw it, I was like, I just pretty much shut my mouth.
That was it. He's like,
You know what I'm
he's
saying?
like, you know what? I'm done for the day.
I'm done here. You know what I'm saying? Come on, fam. And it's not because I hate. It's like we're talking about hip hop of all time.
Yeah. Right.
Those girls have a place in hip hop. They deserve to be where they be because they grinded and they worked, work their ass off to do it. But we're talking about top hip hop albums of all time. Stop playing with me.
So I do like the idea of making it regional.
Needles, what up?
The idea of a top 5 regional. But
anything to make it easier.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying the idea of it.
I'm messing with you.
Because then I'm looking at it like, all right, now you could really get into some.
Yeah,
like, yeah, all right. Like, because there's 5 West Coast albums that's like, you got to hear these or you fucking up.
I mean, yeah.
Like, this. And then, like, the South, I don't even know how we breaking that up.
Bro.
I don't even know. Like,
no Space Age. If you're from the South and Space Age Pimpin' is not on any list you talking about top 200, everybody below the Mason Dixon is like, fuck your list, nigga.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
that's why I said it's super regional.
You know what I'm saying? Space Age
Pimpin'
Pimpin' ain't on your list. Bro, anybody from the South trying to hear nothing else you got to say at that point.
Because it's not valid. Space Age Pimpin' should have a verse in the Bible. But, you know.
You feel what I'm saying? That album
in the South, I'm trying to tell you.
There's certain artists,
Man.
You know what I'm saying?
Said, like,
it's crazy.
I don't know about hip hop that well.
Yeah.
It's okay.
What album is that?
8 Ball and MJG.
Ball and G.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
The one that just had the verses that they. I'm still upset
You
about
want to talk
that.
about it?
I'm still
I'm
upset
glad you
about
said
that.
that.
The
Why?
disrespect.
The
The disrespect that was shown to the South. I'm upset about it.
Against the South? Okay. Well, no, let's go there. I think we talking about that.
I'm about to say that's who it was by. Like, it wasn't by the artist. It was by them.
verses.
Like, they shortchanged them.
Yeah, they shortchanged them bad.
They shortchanged
In
them.
what way?
Wow.
In what way?
They barely did any
didn't
promotion
promote
for
it.
that.
It
Compared to what they've done for some of the other verses, that was. Listen, if we talking about in the South, the matchups that they've had on verses, the only one that even comes close to even being on that same level sonically and musically and culture-wise was Jeezy and Gucci. You feel what I'm saying? After that, there is no other matchup they ever had on verses that was iconic to people in the South as UGK versus 8 Ball and MJG. Those two groups right there,
They wasted it.
and they blew it. They blew it. No, it was people that didn't even know it was hardly going on.
Yeah, they turned it around in 48 hours.
You talking about Cypress Hill and Onyx? Okay, we get because that didn't even make no fucking sense. So yeah, we can understand why you didn't promote that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
they try to pass
but you
it
didn't
off as a
promote
fight
8 Ball
night
and MJG. You didn't make that you didn't make that as big.
Yeah.
And yo,
what my argument was
Versus.
at the time, and I got in trouble with them, with you and JP, because I said I compared the Ball and G versus UGK to the Dipset and Locks as far as impact and who the groups are and as popular as they
to
are.
the regions, yeah.
Is that a fair assessment?
Yeah.
Thank you.
As far as comparing it to what those cats mean in New York and what those dudes mean to the South, yeah.
That's what. Yes.
Yes. And
Okay.
it should have been met with that level of fanfare.
Yes.
And
you feel me?
And when it wasn't,
This is what you
wasn't.
get.
And that's why I'm on here.
Did you know? Did you
That's
know
why
you
I'm
watched
complaining today.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm on here complaining today about that.
You weren't there.
I was in the live. I wasn't there.
Okay, okay.
I wasn't there because I didn't even know how to get tickets.
nobody fucking knew what was happening.
Everybody there, no fans were there.
No.
It was a bunch of industry niggas. All they did all night was shout out niggas in the crowd.
And all,
They knew.
all of that.
A
And
lot of people in the South was mad.
They
that
should be.
They were not able to get tickets.
They should
to
be.
Exactly.
actually-
Yeah.
because like I said, the reason why like the argument was different for me is because I could look at the spectacle
Hey,
that
what
was
up?
made of the Dipset and Locks one and be like, yeah, the same spectacle should have been made for this one, but it wasn't.
Right.
So when I look at it, if I was just a Southern dude who just loved Southern rap, I could look at them both and be like, well, shit, that one looked popping,
Yeah.
Right.
and this one looked dry as hell.
Right.
Yeah.
And like that don't matter what I like. I'm just telling you what I can see.
Exactly.
Yeah.
On
This shit
screen.
look
On
crazy.
screen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this shit look crazy.
On
And that one,
screen.
I'm like, yeah, I can miss that.
Yeah.
And that's
Do
how
you
it
think
looked.
It had something to do with it being paid for or not paid for.
I don't think that was
They
it.
were both
because
free.
I don't give a fuck if it was a $200 a ticket.
But
If they would have been pre-planned,
Say it again, Tori. Hold on.
Wasn't he trying to get people to pay to watch the?
oh, they've been on that.
Yeah.
But no, that one was free though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if that shit would have been planned out the way the New York one was,
Right.
that shit would have been equally, if
Bro,
not.
I didn't see no.
There wasn't no fans in the
nothing.
stands.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, it was
Niggas
just
is playing in the bubble.
right. You know what I'm saying? Basically, yeah, that was the bubble version. You know what I'm
Niggas
saying?
playing
Like,
in
come
the
on,
bubble,
fam.
man.
You know what I mean? And then on top of that, we had our own version. We had our own little version of how Jadakiss gave you a masterclass. Bun B gave them
Come
niggas a
on.
masterclass
Come
in
on,
spitting.
going crazy.
MJ
No
Jones,
lyric,
too.
not rapping over their lyrics. They came out there because at that point they had to.
Yeah.
Because him and Bun and JG are considered our Jadakisses.
Yes.
You feel what I'm saying? In the
Yes.
South. So they came out there and represented.
crazy.
Yes.
Represented, went crazy.
I was happy
spit
to
the
see
bars.
that.
Yes.
I was that because more people got exposed
Exactly.
to know
Yeah.
what we talk about.
What we already know.
What we know.
You know what I'm saying?
And they're like, wait.
And it's just like, yo, what?
Yeah.
Come on. So, yeah, we still got beef with Versus about it. The whole South do.
This segment is sponsored by Swiss.
Yeah.
Zach Ultra, what up, G?
Well, at least you don't feel bad about it.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
they did him dirty, man.
Oh, man. All right.
We said that. The dopest part about it was like when we had when we actually talked about it after it happened. We had a guest. It was JP, and he's a New York kid. Like
Right.
you know what I mean? Like just New York hip hop. And he listened to it and was like, you know something? The biggest compliment he gave was like I had to go back and re-listen.
Yeah.
Like that's like you almost forget. You know what I mean?
So
like
much.
cause I said it before. I was like, yo, when you hear Bun B, you're gonna be like,
yeah.
holy shit. Like yo, fam, I don't like.
He has more than just big
yeah, like, I don't
Yeah.
know if I just didn't hear or forgot or hadn't heard in so long, and it was just like different.
And I don't want to go too far off, but like when we're talking about, that's why you got to do it regionally, because a connoisseur of Southern hip hop, and again, I love, you know me.
Love it all, yeah.
As an artist, when I rap, nobody even knows I'm from the South. He knows that.
Right.
I don't even sound like I'm from the South, but I am a Southern nigga. I was
Yeah.
born and raised in the hood in the South. You feel what I'm saying? But you got to do it regionally because you somebody like MJG is where you just completely you don't understand how dope he is. You feel me? His solo album, even the South sleeps on his solo album. And
Yeah.
No More Glory is a hip hop top 10 classic album. His MJG's solo album, No More Glory, is one of the best albums that ever came out of the South.
Yeah.
And I put that up against any. We can go track for track.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That album is one of the best that ever come out of
That's
the South.
right.
You feel what I'm saying?
That's facts.
And he was murdering the lyric. He was murdering it.
Yeah.
Right. That he put his, because when he was on the Ball and JG albums, he had to not dumb it down, but he would ease back because Ball had to get it. But on,
Yeah, we
on
gotta
No
feed
More,
off each other,
yeah,
yeah.
but on No More Glory,
It was just him.
It was him.
It
So he was
was-
able to just
Oh,
really
man.
show you how damaging he can be.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I mean, it's just one of those things. Like how can but I can't put No More Glory in a top 20 of all hip hop.
Right.
But I can't put it in the top 10 of Southern albums. You feel what I'm saying?
I was just about to say something
You know what I mean? You feel me? That's what I'm trying to get. That's why it's like, yo, it's fucking impossible to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and like I said, that's kind of why I make up my own rules when I said, like, when we're talking about top hip hop albums of all time,
Yeah.
projects of all time, not our personal favorite. I took my personal likes out of it because if it was my personal favorites, it'd have been Redman's in there.
Right.
It'd have been it'd have been a bunch. Listen, it'd have looked a lot different. But
Yeah.
when you think of it as a connoisseur and appreciator of the culture and what you want hip hop to represent,
Right.
I can put my personal biases to the side and say, nah, you need to listen to this Ice Cube record. Nah, you need to listen to this the Chronic album.
Right.
You need to listen to stuff like that and say this is a well representation of it.
Right.
Because like I said, Ghostface have been all up and down my damn list.
Yeah, but you know, when you break it, that question that you asked, when you said aliens come to and you want to give them 5 things that say this encompasses all of hip hop. All right, that's why you just can't have one region. You know what I'm saying? But you got to have you got the artists that you give them.
Yeah.
They got to be multifaceted. They got to be dope. You can't give him an album that he's only rapping about the trap the whole album.
The whole album.
He's dope at it.
Yeah.
But you can't give him you can't give him TM 101, even though that's the best trap album that ever came out. You can't give him TM 101.
That's an interesting conversation.
You feel me? Because that's all it is. And we've only got 5. We've only got 5 albums to give him hip hop.
Yeah.
You feel me?
The top
You know what I'm
trap
saying?
album of all
shit.
time.
I think it's TM 101.
That is a great question.
I think it's TM 101.
Hello?
I need some. I need.
He right behind me with Well, then now you got to pick the top 10.
I mean, you said you should.
You know what I'm saying? The TM 101 was just fucking great. You know what I'm saying?
At the time, you talking about timing
You know
and
what I'm
things
saying?
like that.
Yeah. But Tip's got to have the next. Pick your favorite Tip album and then put it
Put it
two.
right there.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, put it 2 right there. No,
It's a lot, man. It's a lot. Like I don't even want to start.
But again, do those make the top 20 of all time?
of all hip hop albums?
Exactly. That's where it gets so.
It's tough.
It's dicey.
But what we
It's
do
tough.
know is the City Girls don't belong on
That's
this.
right. There it is. That's what I was waiting
City
on.
girls ain't never had this much love.
Here we
They
go.
gonna if they ever see this, they're gonna this hating ass.
I'm about to go on his show just because.
They'll never give
Get the K1.
They'll never give K1 radio interview. But I'm just saying. But you know what? Again, though, because I got little cousins that literally
Live by it.
encompass everything
Yeah.
about them. Like
No, all the words.
no, literally.
You know what?
And you be
them.
like, hey, you should
know
be
what?
saying
You know what I'm saying? They literally city girls. You know what I'm saying?
You just.
But for real, I got-
that.
We gotta leave them alone. No, listen. We love y'all. We do. We really
but
do.
you know what I'm saying? So I
You
understand.
just reminded me of something when you said that
Yeah.
because on Kendrick's first official album, Good Kid, Mad City,
Right.
he was talking about what an influence TM101 was, what an influence it was on him and his friends growing up.
Yeah.
It was like, I think 2 different interludes, you could hear them rapping TM101. So to me, when you start impacting other areas and other
Exactly.
coasts, and
Exactly.
you're from one coast, then that means that what you're doing transcends location and people are still able to relate to it and really connect with it.
Now she was in Atlanta. Let's be clear,
Yeah. When it came out?
bro.
Oh,
you
man.
know what it was.
Oh, man.
Stop playing.
Oh, man.
You feel me?
It was-
Like, and that's why. Again, you know what? While I'm trashing verses, while I'm here, nigga. You know what I'm saying? While I'm trashing verses, you feel me?
We're not trashing. We're showing appreciation for culture.
No, I'm upset with them. The verses should have never been Jeezy versus Gucci because sonically it ain't even a question. Sonically, it makes more sense to compare to put the catalogs of Jeezy and T.I. against each other and let them go to war.
Yeah, but once again,
because Gucci's not really listen, Gucci's got that cult following and a lot of
Yes.
people like Gucci.
They love
but,
Gucci.
But when you talk about when you listen to the music,
Yeah.
like let's just play the music.
Yeah.
It's not even it's not even
And I said that shit when they was doing it.
You
I
know
was
what I'm
saying,
saying?
Y'all say that, but y'all do know this already.
Right.
A lot of Gucci's hits and his fans came up on his mixtape projects.
I understand
that you can probably not even find right now.
Yeah.
So it's a different love and connection that people have for Gucci.
And those are-
he has enough crossover hits to where that verses made sense.
it made sense because of the history.
Right, that's what I'm
too.
saying.
That too.
That's
But
that
that too.
history. For
But-
me,
yeah, I'm not gonna ignore that.
for me, they did it for the beef.
Yeah.
Because of the beef. Because sonically, if you're doing
Jesus
catalogs,
washing him.
it's not
Sorry.
even- it's not even close.
Jesus
can
he's washing
bro.
him.
All you got,
And I don't mean he's not good. Jeezy's washing
Bro,
him.
I'm not saying that.
not.
I'll say it for you.
Jeezy
You can
won,
just put
but
TM 101 on and just play it and just go song for song and then you're done. You're done.
He's washing him, bro.
And then you got to get the rest of the catalog.
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that.
Play these fucking 7 Jay-Z records. You get these shits off. There you go.
spoken as a true Queens. Come on, man. Listen.
Like, let me play these. Like, he got retarded shit, man. Like, Jeezy was the first artist. Like, when I moved here early 2000, like. Right, so like
before Jeezy when he was here.
So Jeezy starts. So Jeezy's buff. He's going crazy right now.
Right.
But like we don't hear him there.
Right.
Like so I come here and I was like, yo, somebody hands me listening to the CD. I'm like, yo, this nigga's going to fuck off. Right. Like he's going to fuck. And young people, this is back when you had CDs. So
right.
You actually had to get them. You know what I mean? So I bring this shit back home, and I was like, yo, this nigga is fucking going crazy.
Right.
And when I put it on, and people there's like, nah, he's going fucking nuts.
Yeah.
Like when they're saying that shit, now I'm like, all right, so yeah, I'm
not
wild. Right. This nigga going crazy,
right?
Like, and when I go to New York and he's crossing over, and then because you gotta think at that time, like when you say the South got something to say, like they were starting to get that level of respect. Like, nah, this nigga new and like he's.
You know what it changed since we on the Jeezy thing?
Yeah,
it was between his second and third projects, and I heard him on a lot more remixes, and like something clicked in his writing and the way he's performing songs. Because on TM 101, it was still very much Jeezy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But between that second and
stepped the
third,
flow up. Yeah,
something clicked.
Mm-hmm.
Had to, bro.
And it was just like, it went from here to here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I think it just got to the point. You know what, bro? I'm gonna tell you, and I don't even know. Okay, I spent some time around that camp a little bit because my history with Blood Raw. You feel what I'm saying? And I just think that at that particular point, he had got to the point where he actually was dumbing it down a little bit just because he knew what he didn't want to go with niggas' heads.
Right.
When he came out, he was one of those rappers who had that capability, just like T.I. Like T.I. can murder niggas when he want to.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
Right? He can murder niggas, but he often doesn't on his radio singles. Why? Because he knows what the people want to hear. You feel what I'm saying?
They want to harmonize.
I felt like I felt like being around. I felt like he always had that capability.
Yeah.
He just was entrenched on making it work.
Yes.
And he wanted that certain sound.
Yes.
He didn't want to complicate it. The trap ain't complicated. You feel what I'm saying? It really ain't.
Make it work.
You feel
for
what I'm
everybody.
saying? You know what I mean? So he wanted that kind of feel and sound. But as you get bigger and you start collaborating with Jay-Z's and featuring with, you know what I'm saying, all these other cats.
I ain't gonna let you kill me on here.
Right. Now I'm rapping with all these other juggernauts now. You feel me? Now we can't go. It ain't going like that. It ain't going like that now. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah.
Ron Dude said the same thing happened with Rick Ross. I think he was talking about my comment about them progressing. Either that or the lyricism. But anyway.
Yeah. Who's also probably, again, got some. Come on, man.
That's why I
you
said,
start bringing Rick Ross into the conversation. And, like, how you gonna do the top man anyway? Bro?
That's why I said, like, that's why I said in Southern rap.
Right. You know what
I'm
saying?
What region are we setting this off in? Because I'm like, I could say I could put a top 5 of Georgia.
You can.
And be like,
now you can do top 5 of Zone 3. Listen, man. Listen.
Give me a top 5 in Atlanta.
You can do an Atlanta top 5 and
that should be legit. Legit. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna argue.
You know what I'm saying? You feel me? So I don't even know.
You start sprinkling the artists that come out of here, man. You start sprinkling fucking Outkast and Jeezy and Tip.
Yes.
Like
Ludacris.
Luda.
Come on, man.
Super underrated. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all let's stop because y'all know somebody.
We're here for a lot of stuff. Like the disrespect to Ludacris as a lyricist is fucking tragic.
People forget. Yo.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's just. I can't even talk about it.
He's still out here talking.
You know what I'm saying?
Because
he was murdering niggas, like killing niggas.
You know what it is?
Because you know what I'm saying?
He was always viewed as the
fun, goofy,
he's a fun rapper.
Yeah, but
so it's like you don't want to realize that like no, he can go crazy on shit.
Yeah,
like when. Not the very first one, but when I heard him on, I remember when I first saw the Made You Look remix come out, and I seen the lineup, and I was like, "Why is Ludacris on it?"
Right.
My first thought, I'm be honest, why is Ludacris on it? And Ludacris gets on there with fucking with Jadakiss and Nas, and I'm like,
and
shit,
down.
Right? Yo, he's boxing.
Yes.
Right. Like they're not fucking him up, like he's going off.
Exactly.
And I'm like, all right, he different.
So it's like, oh man, it's just we'll be here all. You could be here for hours talking about this, and that's why I'm just like, yo, but. Anyway,
that's why we here though. Zach Ultra said
Montero ain't gonna make my fuck out of here. I'll knock all that shit over, man. You know what I'm saying?
Zach, you gotta remember, Luda's done the verses. Luda did the verses against Nelly.
Yeah, that was tragic too.
But what? Again,
no reason for Nelly to be on
that. They see him as a
popularity, hits wise.
Popularity, and you said a fun rapper.
Yeah,
Both of them are fun rappers.
It's not close. It's not yet.
I mean, they proved it.
That was
Respectfully,
horrible.
respectfully,
That was
Nelly.
a horrible
you
idea.
The two
You know I
things-
want to hate on Nelly. Respectfully,
You do want to hate on
he got like 5 records. That's
Like,
it.
No, he got more than
That
that.
can get in the ring with
Oh,
Ludacris.
Right, like
That
why
can
was
get in the ring with Ludacris. Not that he got. I know he got a catalog.
everybody in the South was like, we already know what's going to happen here. What
Yeah.
we doing here? You
Yeah,
know what I'm
like-
saying?
Yeah.
It's like you want to see a dead body. Yeah,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Watch the verses tonight.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Because even to kill this nigga, and it don't make no sense.
Because
You know
like
what
I
I'm
said, he
saying?
got 5 that could get in the ring and go at it.
Right.
But after them 5, like Ludacris gonna have 30 more after this.
Right.
Like you gonna be in trouble, bro.
They
Right.
deserve better. The two things
That was
I
foul
remember.
for them to do to them.
The two things
And
that I
they were
remember, because you
drunk
got to
as
remember
shit.
that was during that we was inside.
It was
Number
new.
one,
Everything was new.
everything was new. So
Redo it, fuck.
the two things I remember about that verses is one, the way Luda and Infamous worked together. DJ, that was when they first started really
Right.
incorporating the DJing part.
Right.
With it, and it came off real smooth. So salute to them on that. And then Nelly in the fucking rain. Listen,
Nelly
remember
was
he
drunk, bro.
Shit. No, that nigga was drunk. We couldn't get a good signal.
Right.
He was like, "Yo, we gotta wait for the snow." I think he at one point even held his phone up, trying to get better
Where
signal.
you at, man? Like, yo, where you at? Did you not know we were doing this?
That whole thing was bad, bro. Like,
They go to conference call at a basketball
y'all
game. Like,
remember how bad he got clowned? You know what I'm saying? Like,
bro,
Oh,
they were
man.
killing it, man.
that was bad.
It was different
bad.
times.
Rough,
It was
man.
different times.
Oh,
It was different
yeah,
times.
so far,
man.
2 years ago, it was
Yeah.
so far.
It just seemed like it though. You
Yeah,
know what I
bro.
mean?
Ludacris,
Oh, man.
Ludacris deserved the better partner.
Yeah.
Like, because I would like to see him like really have to like.
With somebody.
Like, go.
I mean, man, put him up
What
against
about
Tip
Busta
anybody.
Rhymes?
Yeah.
Put them two together? No.
Luda
That's
versus
fine.
Busta Rhymes.
That's fine.
That would have made more sense.
Wait.
That would have made more sense.
It would have made more sense, but we've gone back and forth. I know you have as well about who's a fair matchup for Busta, and nobody brought up Luda from what I remember.
That's true.
No, I just said, I'm just saying it made more sense.
It makes more sense.
Yeah, like,
but
I think that would have been more entertaining.
Yeah.
They would have had songs. You know
And
what?
plus, both of them had that like.
That's
Think
right.
about it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you know what
yeah.
I'm saying? That little, funny. They
Luda
look
put
they
on the
funny
big gloves and
sometimes.
shit. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I still don't
You
think
know
Luda
what? That
had no
actually
Busta.
makes now that
I don't think almost anybody can do, but that's my opinion.
but that's a good person though. That's a good.
It's
That's
closer.
Yeah.
It's closer.
It's a good pick.
It's closer there.
Who do you think goes to Missy Elliott then?
Yeah, that was the one that people were saying.
That's not
Missy
bad.
Elliott,
For you.
Busta Rhymes.
That don't make. Why would they do that, bro?
We're talking about hits wise,
bro.
Hey, got Missy on the top.
Bro.
She was number 7, right?
She
I mean,
She was up there.
I ain't gonna disrespect Missy.
Nah,
Missy was a bad girl.
Yeah.
She can be on the top 200. I ain't got no problem
Oh,
with
yeah,
Missy
that's
being
fine.
bad at all.
She had a couple albums in there.
Missy was a bad girl.
Yeah.
But her versus Busta Rhymes, what are you doing? Like, what are we doing here?
Cause you think it. Well, I'm thinking production that she's done. I'm talking about the song she sung on, her guest appearances, and her own hits.
But sonically, it doesn't make sense.
But we're not. But we're not trying to make a compilation. We're trying to have a good battle.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So I want the energy to be the same. Her energy is not Busta. You know what? I never even thought about it till today when they were talking about that. Now I'm just in my brain like, why didn't we say Busta and Ludacris? You know what I'm saying? Like, why didn't we do that?
Maybe because Luda had already went. That might have been.
I mean,
Let him go
yeah,
again.
yeah.
you know what I
Count.
mean? So.
I mean,
that
Faith
was
said-
that was a sparring. That was sparring, man.
But I definitely
Faith
want to
said
see.
Busta versus Wayne.
I'll listen.
Yo, listen.
I mean, we'll watch.
I'm listening to arguments.
Yeah.
I'm about to say like, wait a minute.
You can't say nobody that's just gonna be so outlandish, and I'm like, yeah, that's
Yes,
not
I
gonna
mean,
work.
I watch that too. You
Yeah.
know?
Do you think that's a fair matchup?
Again, that to me, that's real agey to me. Even though I think Lil Wayne has longevity, but Lil Wayne has like hits that a 25-year-old is gonna really love.
Right.
If I don't know that Buster to a 25-year-old, hear me out. Not to me.
Let me hold on.
It's gonna be like
See, this one will start tripping. Go ahead.
no, but listen about the conversations we had about Buster's last album with a 20-year-old.
Oh yeah.
I don't want. He was like, "Yo, Will, I don't want to hear that shit." And he was being honest, and I was like, "I respect it."
Yeah, a 20-year-old though, no.
No, Court is not 20. Don't do that.
25. I said a 25-year-old.
Oh, okay.
Maybe not, because you got to be about you got to be at least 30s to even really appreciate his catalog at least.
Well, no, we were talking about his new album that got
what I'm
released
saying.
2 years ago,
They
well, a year and a half ago,
Yeah.
and how deep and heavy it was.
Right.
Because Buster said he worked on the album for what, 8 years?
Yeah, forever.
You see what I'm saying? So Court, other homie who be on the show a lot, he was saying, I'm not interested in it. And I'm sitting there telling him, like, yo, it's a dope project.
It is.
And he's like, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
How old is he, Cole? How old is he?
Court is 25 at that time?
Yeah,
I
so-
know. Well, I don't expect him to.
And that'll be my point about like
And that goes back into the conversation that I hope one day we can really have, because I know we short on time probably. But there's got to be a long conversation about the fact that hip hop is like a grown up now. You feel what I'm saying? Because that's gonna extend into my conversation about my you know my biggest pet peeve about hip hop. I've said it several times.
Which one, Blizz?
My number one is always here. My number one is the ageism in hip hop.
Oh yeah,
You feel what I'm saying? That's my biggest.
Yes.
My biggest gripe.
Yes.
After killing, murdering, killing, all that stuff is gone. But my up here, number one, it's going to forever be the ageism in hip hop, to where you feel like hip hop artists have to be a certain age and then they're done.
Yeah.
You feel, and we're the only genre.
Yeah, like that.
Only you got to even the R&B guys can be able to fat bloated or whatever still pull in a whole Summerfest.
Leave Bobby Brown alone.
I'm just saying. I ain't say Bobby specifically.
Garth Brooks could get on the Twitter right now and be like, yo, I'm having a concert tomorrow.
Why is it
Phillips?
right?
That shit will sell out.
Right. Why is it that when you 40 something and you do hip hop, it's like, yo, you're I don't want to hit. Not why.
Then
You
we
feel
got
what I'm saying? The ageism is the worst part of the genre.
Huh?
Do you feel like that works in trap?
What you mean?
Yeah.
Just in general, hip hop in general.
I mean, every section of hip hop.
All of it.
Yeah, there is no section of hip hop that's immune to ageism. Not boom bap, not trap, not none of it. All of it gets hit with it, and it's ridiculous, and it's just unfortunate.
Fucking retire them.
It's unfortunate.
It does for the masses, but
Yeah.
no, you're definitely right. That's why I'm always agreeing with you when you bring that argument up. It's not even an argument; it's really just a fact.
Yeah.
but they had to, we had to start flipping it up. Like I remember the Jizza performing his Liquid Swords to a damn acoustic version of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Scarface stays with a guitar on stage now.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So I don't know if it's only ageism, but also our music tastes change because we mature. Because we know hip hop is loud.
Right.
It's supposed to be loud. We like it loud. But as you get older, do you want it like that all the time?
I got votes in here for Scarface and Ice Cube.
Oh, Scarface the Fix is a top 20 album of all time. And I ain't talking Southern. Scarface is the Fix is a top tip. Okay, that's not Southern. That's all of them.
Yeah,
The Fix is one of the best albums ever made in hip hop.
I'm not against that.
Yeah. So
That's what I'm saying. There's certain albums that like I said,
Right.
I will hear arguments and I'll be like, okay, let me hear it. That's legit.
Yeah.
It be when they just say one time, I'll be like, yo, my nigga, chill out, bro. Like, don't do that. Don't embarrass yourself by saying certain shit that's not like. No, sir, that is not there.
Yeah.
Then I got Lil Wayne and Eminem, but you already know how I feel about
Lil Wayne versus Eminem.
Lil Wayne
Okay.
smoking Eminem.
In the verses? Yeah, I can see that.
Smoking.
but you got to put that Marshall Mathers LP in there somewhere.
Smoking.
That Marshall Mathers LP has to go up there.
And he can put it up there.
It was dope as fuck. It was
Y'all
different.
know y'all talking two different arguments right now. Like
I'm
he's
just
talking
saying.
verses, he's talking about the top hip hop albums.
Okay. I got you.
Oh.
The Marshall Mathers LP is.
Yeah. You have to give
Alright.
you have to give it to him, bro. It is what it was, and he came through crush, and he came through
knocking down all
knocking. It was over. You know what I'm saying? That shit was over.
But then, like, you know, my biggest Eminem peeve is the fact that, like, the classic record argument.
Which
It's
one?
because
Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
the Eminem classic record argument. Like, where I could be like, yeah, no, this shit, that's the illest album, illest record of all. Like, he just got, yo, what about this one? You know what I mean? I feel like Eminem has. How disrespectful can I make it?
He's so serious.
Like, if he faced Lil Wayne and I'm 15-5.
That's what you think the score would be.
15-5.
What's
Eminem records?
when he plays Lose Yourself, when he plays Stand, when he plays you know what I'm saying? And then if he wanted to go in
Those are haymakers.
If you want to go in his bag and start pulling out wild shit like Criminal, you feel what I'm saying? And like, you know what I mean? Like those stupid lyrical bar joints like Criminal and stuff. What is Wayne gonna? I mean, they're gonna be going back and forth, bro. It ain't gonna be sweet.
So you think it's a good matchup? That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Eminem and
It ain't gonna be sweet for Wayne. I don't know.
Is smoking his.
First of all, the people that's gonna come, the white boy gonna kill him with the numbers. You know what I'm saying? You know that, right?
Oh, you already know that.
The white boy gonna kill him with the numbers now, because that's.
But see, Lil Wayne is such a.
He's by default. He's
Lil
gonna
Wayne,
kill everybody with
but
the
see,
numbers.
Lil Wayne has. I would venture to say Lil Wayne will have more of a rock and roll crowd than even Eminem will.
In 2022, that's possible.
But like, that's what I'm saying. Like, Lil Wayne is his catalog is so retarded, and then like, and Lil Wayne can play such a fucking like. I could play this record from 1996, and everybody in here is gonna know this record. Like
The thing that'll separate them when you start doing something like a versus is if Wayne is also allowed to play hot boy music. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, why wouldn't he?
When you start playing that shit,
have to be able to
then
play.
you feel me? You know what I'm saying? When you start, because Eminem doesn't have that part of his career.
Wait. The
You feel what I'm
songs with
saying?
50, the songs with wait,
Right.
wait, of course he does.
No. Because that's gonna bring the whole South is gonna.
Come out from there.
The whole South is coming from. You feel what I'm saying? The
I'm
whole
like-
South.
off the top
You know
room.
what I'm saying?
liking-
You start playing shit with Hot Boys and all that old shit like
I'm
that.
liking this matchup. I'm not gonna lie. The more I think about it, the more y'all talk about it.
Hey, I'm
I'm
good with
liking
it.
this.
I'm good with it.
I'm liking
good
this
with it.
Wayne versus Eminem.
I'm good with
Good
that.
job, Face.
Standing by Wayne. And fucking-
I watched that. It ain't gonna be as sweet for either one as everybody think though.
Because you're gonna forget about so many.
I'm telling you.
Oh my god.
I'm telling you, it ain't gonna be sweet.
Little Wayne got
You know
some
what I'm saying?
fucking.
Yeah.
Eminem got some. Eminem start bringing people out on stage and start bringing out features and
the
stuff.
verse-
It's gonna get
jeez.
nasty.
His guest
You know what I'm
verses on some
saying?
of these
It's gonna get nasty. It's gonna get nasty and gonna go crazy quick.
Eminem. Oh wait, listen. I don't want to hear crack a bottle.
Nah,
He ain't gotta play. He ain't gotta do that. He really don't have to do it. I'm Slim Shady the Rick. He can leave all of that shit out. He didn't gotta play that. That's what I'm saying. He
Like
has
I
enough
said,
material to where he doesn't need that.
But Little Wayne, if he just say I'm gonna play fucking, I'm gonna play the Carter. Matter of fact, I'm gonna play the Carter too.
Oh yeah, you gotta pick Carter 2 over the
Like
Carter.
I'm gonna play the Carter too.
Yeah, you know, I didn't become a Lil Wayne fan until the Carter 2.
Really?
I'm not ashamed to say that.
Okay.
Yeah, I really
I'm
wasn't.
from the South, so I was on Wayne.
Now I like them.
I'm
The
a
Carter-
hot boy. I
yeah.
remember when he was a kid. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, 12 years old. I remember. Yeah,
He's
like
going
I said,
off, and I thought he was okay, but I ain't gonna lie. The
See?
Carter 2 made me say,
Yeah.
"Oh shit,
Yeah, that was the difference maker.
whoa,
It's
is
different.
this the same cat?" Like,
Yeah, okay, let me go back. The Gangsta Grills. That's when I started becoming a Wayne fan. For real.
he's got so many mix.
Yeah.
You know, No Ceilings is like one of my favorite mixtapes of all time.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, it's like you put
Like, even though that's newer Wayne, but like
that's because Wayne has been it since he's
But
been
you can't use
six,
that stuff.
You know
You can't use all
You don't have to?
Yeah, you can't use all that unfamiliar content in
Yeah,
the
he
verses.
was
In the
verses.
verses, you got to bring your bangers.
He was-
Well,
That's what I like about that platform.
Yeah.
Unless
Yeah, that's what I like about it.
didn't.
I
Listen,
like it.
Like in the
That's
fucking
what
Little Wayne
no,
might
but-
say, I'm gonna
but-
play 4 Drake records because he's the fucking superstar and I'm on his record too. Go ahead, go.
Yeah, he could do the verses.
Go ahead, what you gonna play?
Man, he could take the verses from the Young Money compilation. Oh,
He can go
I'm liking
retarded.
this.
I'm like,
listen.
all right, I'm gonna play Bedrock. Go ahead. I got like 17 of these.
I'm
But see, that's what. Wait, hold on. No. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, okay, anyway, I know people are gonna jump and crush me about this
Nah, it's all right, go.
opinion on Wayne.
That's our goal.
They kill me all the time.
But
Wayne,
Wayne,
We be trying to roll the stones out here.
No, but Wayne, but my I think I like Wayne. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I rock with him. But sometimes Wayne, he take a verse off. He sometimes he kick his feet up on the
does
verse.
he?
You feel what I'm saying? And he just come on there, and he play.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about. Like
yeah.
sometimes it's like, bro,
Yeah.
you only got away with that because you Wayne.
Little Wayne in
That's
the
it.
past,
Like a verse like Bedrock. It's like that verse really is like. It's only because
yeah,
you're
I'm
Wayne. You're
yeah.
able to
Yeah,
say
it's
that
'cause of the
verse,
record and who's on
people
it.
like
Yeah.
it. You know what I'm
Yeah, yeah,
saying?
it's 'cause
Because you be
record
taking verses off, B. You know what I'm saying? Like for real. So
It's
it's
a
like, yo,
Flintstone sample. Like,
yeah,
that.
it's like, yo, you know, that's what I'm saying. So it's like, I don't know, like some of those big songs like that, he can't necessarily. Those were big records, but his verse on it was mediocre at best. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
but
can
then
you use
then
those?
Then it's no matter what you judging on when you say a verses. Is it the bigger record, or is it the fact that he's going crazy spitting?
And it's like you just brought up with Deluxe. At that point, those records that we didn't recognize, it was the fact that
going
Jadakiss gave
crazy.
him a master class in mic techniques
control
that
and
made you
performance.
just that pulled
Yeah.
you into it.
Yeah, if you
So
didn't know
it's
the
all-
Locks
it's-
mixtapes
yeah.
era, then
Right.
yeah.
And that's what I said.
You can
with
still relate
yeah,
to
That's
it.
the same thing I said about the Bun B record. Because even the records that I didn't necessarily know, I was like, holy, what the fuck was? Hold on, bro. My fault. Like I'm sitting there going back and googling shit. Like I need to
Right.
hear this whole record for real.
Right.
MJG's delivery. I mean, I'm switching from Bun again.
Yeah.
But it's just, I forgot how explicit he is
Listen,
with
bro.
his content
Bro.
and the way he delivers it, and his voice just cuts through
That's
everything.
Those are two of the dopest voices in hip hop.
Yo,
he is the-
MJG voice and Bun B voice is
Oh, cold
retarded.
up,
in
what
hip
up?
hop.
He's always been my vote for the most slept on artist in the South.
Hey man, stop bringing up good questions, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like seriously, that's my pet peeve list with
Yeah.
hip hop and
Yeah.
my slept on in the South artist never change. It's always MJG. The answer is
Yeah.
always MJG.
That's another great
always.
conversation.
You
What
know what
Zach
I'm
was saying, #1 trap album. That's a whole
Yeah.
convo. Underrated MC in the South. That's another great convo. Oh man, we ain't got time.
Yeah.
So about relationships.
Big boy. I think mine is Big Boy.
You see what I'm saying? And that's crazy to say because
I know it sounds
it's-
crazy.
I feel like because but I still feel like Outkast gets so much commercial love.
Yeah.
I can't put him above MJG. You are right about him being slept on because the reason why is not even because 3 Stacks is so here. It makes him seem
an alien.
He's so
you feel me?
revered.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But Outkast gets their just due.
That's true.
They won the Grammys. They get the hype. They get the
valid.
love. A-Ball and MJG is street shit. You feel what I'm saying? They don't get that love. That's why you get that fucking bullshit verses like that. You feel what I'm saying? And MJG,
You about to write a strongly worded letter.
I will. I tell them niggas if they were sitting right here, the same. I keep the same energy.
Do
you know
the
what I'm
shit
saying?
over. Hey, the wild part is they can really do that shit over, and like it would still go up
on a Saturday. Oh my
like,
god,
bro, do that shit for real, man. Do that shit at fucking what's the summer fest coming in
birthday bash.
Yeah, do that shit at One Music Fest. I don't give a fuck where you do it. Like it's worth it.
Yeah,
do that shit over
at One Music Fest.
Like y'all fucking cheated us. Like that shit wasn't it.
We got cheated. You know. All right,
we got cheated. I think that's gonna be the title. What else? There was something else I wanted to talk about before we get out of here. So
I wanted to. I think we got them all. How much time we got left? Oh, is it 9?
She just be looking at me like, all right, I'm tired. Y'all need to go.
Okay.
So then,
I'll give you 10 minutes.
Okay, hold on.
No, that meant 60 when I did
was
that.
literally going back through my text because I want to make sure that we covered everything, not because I don't get a chance to talk to you a lot. Hold on a second. Hold on. We got the top 5 albums now. Hold on.
We got that done.
Scer-vices.
Yes.
That's what it was. Yeah, we got to talk about
There was a
we got to talk some
term.
industry stuff.
Yeah.
Industry stuff. You got I forgot about that.
You know what?
Go ahead. I already know.
No, I wanted you to explain.
This shit seemed like it's gonna be more than 10 minutes. So I'm be honest with you.
Because it was a couple, like I said, me and Blizm, we don't get to talk often, and that's on me as well. But it's just like he makes these posts that are so thought provoking, and we talk about. If you've never seen the show, we talk about culture like we are, and we talk about manhood stuff.
Yeah.
What is a lot of stuff that you talk about on your page?
Yeah.
Manhood stuff.
Yeah.
Fatherhood.
Yeah.
Being married. That shit you about the uncle in the water park last week was
Right.
fucking hilarious.
That was true though.
So yeah, I know, but it was just so many good things. That's why I was like, damn, I wanted to start there and get there, but we really don't have time to get into all of that.
Right.
But that is definitely something that we focus on when it comes under that umbrella. Like anything that's related to manhood. So it'll be about being married. It'll be about fatherhood. It'll be about how we get treated in the world. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And we have those types of discussions. And you hold those discussions on your Facebook page a lot. And I just be like, yes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because there's too many men who are not comfortable doing that. They'd rather, just fishtail or catch on to the coattails of some whatever's hot.
Right.
Instead of talking about what they really want to talk about.
Yeah.
And so I always appreciated you when you shared that, those personal sides and like, yo, this is what I'm dealing with. This is what's going on. This is how I feel about it. Because it doesn't happen enough.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So now I'm like, damn, I want to talk about Scer-vices. Why did you say it?
The services.
No, it was a C in there too.
Oh,
Scer-vices or something like that.
Because I was comparing like stuff that it was an industry conversation, of course.
Okay.
And I was just saying I call them Scer-vices.
Yes.
Because they're not scams, but they're not scams. They're pawned off to people in the industry as services. But it's really shit you can fucking do yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's stuff that you can pay. You're paying people to do stuff for you, and it's not because they just feel like you can do these things.
Yeah.
But they charge you instead of just giving you that little bit of game. You feel what I'm saying? Instead of just telling you how to do that simple thing, they say, "Oh, we'll just charge you," and they say, "Well, this is it's a service." I'm like, "Yeah, it's a service, but." You could actually just tell them how to do that real quick. But you say, well, maybe they don't, I'm doing it because they don't feel like doing it. Nah, I'm pretty sure if they could save that $50, $100, especially if they're independent artists, as bad as independent artists really be needing every little coin. And if you just gave them that little gem,
Right.
they probably would be like appreciative. But no, instead, you just say, well, I'll encode your music for radio for $100.
Yeah.
When that shit is dead ass free and it takes like 10 minutes.
It takes because it's
Now, everybody's not capable of
inclined,
just technically inclined, but it's so simple.
If you showed them one time,
You could do it because it's not that hard. But again, it's not a scam because if you actually do it for them, well,
they're paying you for your time.
they're paying you for your time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's like it's not a scam. It's a service, but it's a little bit of a service. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, yo, why don't you just tell a nigga how to do it? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Just tell a nigga how to do that shit, bro.
one
Just
of
tell him to
those,
go to the fucking site and then fucking upload the song in MP3 and type the words in, bro. Like,
put the worm on a hook.
you know what I'm saying? But that's what the Scer-vices But you said I got some pushback from some of the industry people who do Scer-vices. You know what I'm saying? They're like, well, I mean, you pay me for my time. You know what I'm saying? Okay,
Don't get mad at me, bro.
I'm not. Listen, if they want to pay you to do that, I'm just saying. That's why I didn't say you a scammer.
That's it.
You got all our scammers in the industry. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what you're talking about. Yeah, it's not a scam.
No, it's not a scam. I'm telling you, I'm not saying you a scam. I'm just saying.
One of my favorite Southern sayings is a hit dog gonna holler.
I mean, yeah, that's a fact too.
That's what we're talking about. All right, that's
But the thing I liked about it was I know you use some industry stuff, but there's so many other industries that it's the same.
Logistics. I'm in I got a logistics business. You know what I'm saying? So in logistics, it's a ton of it.
Yeah,
ton of services.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. So I just like it. I really
I'll register your UCR.
Yeah.
Nigga, I could do this shit in for $25, you gonna charge me $300 to register me with the UCR?
No, man.
You know what I'm saying? Or you know what I'm saying? Like all these other little, I'll file your what is it when you the other little
LLC?
Well, yeah, we could get. I mean,
you go there too, but that's not what you meant.
Yeah.
No. The other. I'm just talking about for logistics stuff. When you do the other one that you have to have,
Not the UPC.
I've drawn a blank because I'm talking about music and that's my other job. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, it's another one where you have to the one that the process serving that one.
Okay.
It's like it costs like $25, but you got all these other companies out there that charge you like $100-$200, but to actually do it, you know what I'm saying? Like it should be a max of $25, and you could do it yourself, but it's just for the amount of time. Yeah. Okay, maybe you choose somebody $25, but it's like I when I first started my business, I ran into like 40 different places trying to charge me 50, 100, 200, blah blah blah, and then come to find out, really, bro, it's only a $25 fee.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like and a lot of the stuff because I'm an entrepreneur myself, a lot of the registrations and stuff that I had to do to get my trucking company up and running, I just started seeing all of these, and it just hit me like, yo. The industry, it ain't the industry. It's not just the music industry. Every industry has these people in place that are here to prey on the new person.
Yep.
When I first started my company, Decibel Freight, by the way, if you want to know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
gotta do it. Drop the name. You know what I'm saying? When I realized that, bro, I'm really going back to square one as like an indie rapper. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm in here trying to, you know what I'm saying, get into this logistics industry and everything. And I got all these people hitting me up with like all kind of little bullshit, you know what I'm saying, fees and stuff that and I just take a little bit more time, 1 or 2 extra Google clicks on search on Google find out I can do it for myself for free. And it took me, you know what I'm saying? Everybody not like me to where to get to learn the knowledge themselves. But I'm just saying, it reminded me of being an indie artist. You feel what I'm saying? With all these different people trying to take advantage of the fact of what I don't know. Right. You feel what I'm saying? Trying to get $1 out of me so I can get myself in the game. You feel what I'm saying? It really is literally like that, though. For real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I just like that term, man. I really do. I really do. What am I forgetting? What am I forgetting?
I'm Gucci.
It's just like that?
Nah, just like that.
Okay, listen.
I'm gonna see anything you lead into right now is just gonna lead into such a long ass conversation.
I just want to blame you for it. That's all.
Latoya just started rolling her eyes when you said that shit.
We gotta get out.
About to get me jammed up.
All right.
But I'm gonna do it anyway. Now, real quick, Latoya, let me get like 3 minutes.
You got 3 minutes.
All right, 3 minutes. Go. So listen, and this is wild, man, because I'm leaving my day job to come to my most important job, which is this one.
Bam! They say it again.
Oh, they don't want to hit.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
We using that shit to sponsor my dreams. Fuck them.
Hey.
So I'm leaving, and what made me like slow down was the dude in there. He's like he's on the phone with his lady, and he's like, man, he's going off, and I was like, yo, first of all, bro, you out, like, don't do that shit in here.
Yeah.
Like, calm down. Like, you look.
This is
crazy.
somebody you work with.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. But I don't really know him like that. But I stopped anyway because I used to always say like we got to start like helping each other, but not on no preachy shit.
Right.
Just to be like, yo, fam, I've been there, we going through it. It's like, yo, nah, she be doing this. I was like, yo, everybody been there. Mm-hmm. Like, it ain't just you.
Yeah.
Like, you ain't the only one.
Yeah.
Like, I want you to know that. I was like, I guarantee you, whatever issue you having, like, I done had it.
Yeah.
And I had it probably times 10. Like, but I get, she doing this and doing that. I was like, and I just started breaking down shit. I was like, listen, certain people gonna do stuff, men and women. Like, the energy that he's showing me, like, is like, that is done to get under your skin. For no other reason. Like, she knows you're not this. She knows you're not that.
Yep.
All right. So, but by telling you that, she know that's gonna be a button. That's gonna push it for you. And I was like, and you sitting here, you about to jump out the window, and I'm telling you, don't jump out the window. You know what I mean? And I'll sit there, and I'll probably stay back, probably like 3 or 4 minutes, and I'll sit looking on the watch, like, you gotta go. I was like, I do, but I was like, nah, it's important because I don't want to leave here,
Right.
and you go jump out the window,
Right, literally.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't want. Then I'm
Steph,
like,
what
God
up?
damn, I should have just like stopped.
You should took those 3
Yeah,
minutes,
like I should
you know
have took
what I'm
3
saying?
minutes and tried. I could have saved that
Right.
shit because he was like, yo, I ain't gonna lie, because if I was sitting in front of her and she was talking to me like this, I was like, well, you not.
Right.
I said, so you gonna have plenty of time to whatever steam you gotta blow that shit off now.
Yeah.
Get it off now. I was like, but you don't need to bring that back.
Yeah.
I was like, leave that shit exactly where it's at.
Yeah.
I was like, and put that in a pocket where it belongs.
Yeah.
Like, is that you? The person she describing, that's you? You that type of father? Nah, man, that's what makes it so bullshit. I was like, all right then. I was like, then you know exactly where that energy is coming from. It ain't for you. That's to get under your skin. She knows what that shit gonna do to you right now.
Yep.
She knows she done hung up the phone with you. She know you boiling in here right now.
Right.
Yep.
She know you on fire and ain't nothing you can do about it.
Probably want you to lose the job. So
Probably
can
want
be
you to
back.
get- yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Go back to square one.
Bum
and
ass
all that.
nigga.
You know
Yeah,
what
so you
I'm
can be
saying?
that
Right.
cat. I was like, but don't feed into that. And I'm not gonna make it just seem like only women do it, because dudes do the same shit to women.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like, it was just something that I was walking out and I was like, damn. So let me get this one. Hold on a second. I can't walk out because I don't want this kid to get on me. But like, I beat that bitch. Like, fam, what you doing? Because he was like, you know the cartoon when you like the steam coming out the air? That's how homie was sitting there. I was like, yo, hold on, fam. And you know how I feel about being an older cat and like, well, I don't want to hear that shit. You know what I mean? Because I've been the cat that be like, I don't want to hear that shit.
Right.
But I was like, all right, how could I have taken that? If I was still my younger self and somebody came and talked to me and be like, bro, don't feed into that.
Yeah.
Like this is what that is.
Yeah.
Like whatever she pissed off about, it shit may not even be you. I was like, but that's gonna get projected on you. Don't let that shit. Don't fall into that hole.
Yeah, majority of the time it's not you.
I want to end the show by saying that conversation that we're gonna have on another show before, because we gotta get out of here. Because
You seen that?
I saw that.
She went
I
that
felt
gun
that.
hard.
I felt that eye roll.
That gun ain't
she's
even
like,
that good.
nah, you over. But
I'm sitting here too.
that conversation that we're gonna have one day, hopefully, the relationship of, you know, we can come back, we talk industry, but next time talk about us as men, as black men. That conversation that we had to have about being able to accept that kind of, being able to accept that conversation and being able to dish it out. You know what I'm saying? Is important. You feel what I'm saying? Because a lot of times, as black men, either if we're on the receiving end, we don't understand how to take the conversation. But then sometimes you got to know how to dish it out. Like if that young cat is fuming, you got to know how to talk to him to the point where you don't put that guard up. You
And
feel what I'm
block
saying?
you out.
Nigga, you don't know me.
Fuck you, old nigga.
Yeah, you feel what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So it's an important conversation that you have to have. It's a skill that I feel like anybody over the age, any black man over the age of 30 plus, especially us, and maybe I'm in my 40s, we need to master.
Yep.
You know what I'm
Got you.
saying? You feel me? For random strangers and our sons and our nephews. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Yes, indeed.
That's real.
Yes, indeed.
That man, it's everything is approach. You know, I always said it 100 times, like, oh, you wouldn't be able to take that advice when you was 20. I'd be like, nigga, no.
Right.
No, I couldn't have. I don't want to hear what you got to say, old man. And a lot of times, it was their approach. It was the stupid little boy type of thing. Like, yo, that shit ain't gonna work.
Yeah.
Because in my mind, I'm a grown man.
Right.
I mean, I'm
At
19.
20.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But you gotta think that. Like, yo, I was there. I get it. In my mind, I'm grown and shit. I know every goddamn thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think often, like, older cats when I was younger, not all of them, because some did have the right approach, but a lot of them didn't have that. It was like, little nigga, you don't, like, you know what I mean? And that shit does not work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, respect. And I said, bro, what's she saying to you? I respect what I gotta say. You assuming you know every goddamn thing. You don't know my life.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? And I think, like, we missed that approach. And when you, like, you could really, and I'm not saying that's what I did. I just saved somebody's life. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, if I make him rethink just one bad thought or whatever, like, done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, done. Or make him just say, yo, just think about this. You know what I mean? Like, it ain't necessarily me. I'm just telling you, I done made all kind of stupid ass mistakes. So I'm gonna give you the ones I made. And if you could take something from the ones I made and not make those, cool.
That's it.
Right. Yeah.
Cool. That's all I'm looking for. Like, hey, I know you probably thinking something crazy. Just consider this.
Yeah. Right.
You know what I mean? And like you said, bro, the hardest thing is receiving that. And like I said, I had to get older.
Yeah.
That was the fucking saying when you're younger is like, you understand when you get older. I used to hate that shit.
But
When you get older, you
Oh my
understand.
God.
You understand?
When you get older. Man, shut
all
up.
right. Funny how things change.
Hey, I'm telling you, bro. Now I'm older. I'm like, oh.
Yeah. You get it now.
It's true.
Oh, okay.
It was true.
Yeah.
Hey, man. You got to see it.
Yeah.
Life experience. Ain't no substitute for that.
Yep.
Toya does it at least once an episode.
Man, random noise.
Just so
that was
much
until
shit.
she just put on I Believe I Could Fly so I can get out the club. Man, I gotta start flicking the lights on though. Alright then. Y'all ain't got to go home.
Yeah, so MJG the greatest. All right, see y'all later. After this. Blizz, thank you once again, my brother. Oh no, run down K100 on the schedule, the weekly schedule, so that people know.
But so that basically, you know, Ill or Kill is on Wednesdays. Unfortunately, this week I won't be doing it tomorrow because I'm headed out to Vegas to lose some money, hopefully, or win some money.
Win some money.
There's somebody there.
I don't know why my friends talked me into. I didn't even think this through. It's like 107 degrees out there. I don't know. I normally go to Vegas in the fall, but you know, my friends was getting married, and
It is June.
Yeah, they were getting married. No, everybody booked everything, and then they canceled the wedding.
Ooh.
But after we pay for everything, you know what I'm saying? So now we're just gonna make a trip of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we're gonna make the best of this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And go
Get
have
my
some
money's
fun.
worth.
But but normally Ill or Kill is on Wednesdays, 8 to 10 p.m. The music review. We've got several shows. We got a brand new show that I'm really excited to add to our lineup called Sunday School with Willie Spears. You know, this is the first kind of like spiritual, uplifting kind of show that we've had on K1 Radio. It comes on Sundays. What'd you say? What'd you say?
I don't want to be on your radio station.
Okay, definitely. I mean,
Can he finish in y'all?
yeah. So she said she wanted to be on. I'm like, definitely, we got room. You know what I'm saying? Huh?
Oh, God.
So,
Toya,
we trying to rap.
Well, I gave you extra 10, so I can interrupt. Yeah,
But-
14.
I'm
give you time.
No, hey, you gotta shoot your shot, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta shoot your shot when it's time.
It's dead.
You know what I'm saying? But the Sunday school show, Sunday School with Willie Spears starts on the first Sunday.
4th of July weekend.
4th of July weekend.
Okay.
I'm really excited about it because he's an inspirational speaker, and also he's incorporating gospel hip hop into the mix of the show. You know, but he's also talking about it. But he's also a coach, so he's gonna have athletes on and stuff like that. You feel me? So you know, it's a lot. You know, so it's a really great show that I'm glad to add. And we got another guy that I met recently, a young guy. He's like 22 years old, but he's like very, very money savvy. We add him, and I want to bring him the fly show, financial literacy and something I forgot.
Oh, that's what it stands for. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, and he's a young cat. He's like college, just out of college, but he's a financial advisor.
Okay.
Already, that's what he went to school for. So it's like I got a young cat to talk to the young cats about money instead of me trying to talk to you on dad voice. I'm gonna get this young cat, you feel me, to talk to the young cats about money. You feel what I'm saying? So those are two new shows that we're adding to the lineup, man. So everything K100radio.com. You can download our mobile app on Google Play and Apple. You feel me? It's free. Just type in K-100, put the dash in between the K and the 100, and it'll pull right up. You know, rock with us, man. We play independent music, but we also play some of the you know, the bigger stars and stuff like that. We've got different DJ mix shows, as you know, as well. So just check us out, man.
Appreciate you once again, brother. Like I said, we definitely have to do a part 2 and really narrow down what we want to talk about. Because I wasn't even planning for us to talk about that top 200 list for that long. I wasn't. But yeah.
Hey,
William, you got anything?
Nah, hip hop will do it to you, bro.
Every time.
Hip hop will do it to you.
Especially if you love it. If you love it, you'll go in.
That's the thing, man. Like the passion and love you can have for it is always gonna get it. I was laughing just trying to put together a 5, and I was sitting there like, man, I don't know.
I literally thought about that before I came.
I got down to like 30 albums, and I was like, fuck.
I didn't want to come in here like I was unprepared, but I was like, yo,
There's no way.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
5.
That's why we adapt to keep it moving.
Then, I had my one that I was like, you know, this is gonna be the argument one that you got on you put on your 5. You're gonna be like,
wait, what was that? Which one was
I
that?
ain't gonna tell you what it was. I guarantee you'd have been like, get the fuck out of here. I was like, that's fine. And I was ready, so I started putting on my boxing gloves. Like, I need to write down my points.
So you're just gonna wait? You're just gonna wait?
Yeah, I'm gonna say, what's up, my name?
All right. For the next. Save for later.
To the next one, man.
Part 2, man.
Thank y'all for tuning in on Instagram. Thank y'all for keeping that conversation popping. I saw y'all. I didn't get to everything that y'all was saying, but it was Will's fault. But we appreciate y'all each and every time that you're here. Remember the radio station 926themix.com. We are here each and every Tuesday, 7:30-ish to, you know, when Toy gets tired of us. On 3?
3, 2, 1.
Yerrrrr.
Look at Toya participating
Today.
All right, Toya, now feel free to talk now, Toya.
Yes, about the radio show. Yes.
My brain just was like, what are you, y'all?